Very good morning from the Department of Commerce, VG Vaishnav College. Another lecture series on the Skill Enhancement Development Program for the students. In association with the Minds Education Private Limited, today we are having a skill enhancement program on building the right analytics and artificial intelligence solutions for a better future. The artificial intelligence, machine learning, and IoT is going to be the world for tomorrow. So may I now request our beloved head of the department, Dr. J. Jaishankar, to welcome the gathering and introduce its chief guest. Over to Dr. J. Jaishankar.
Thank you, Rakesh. Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Mr. Philip Varghese, resource person for today's workshop on the theme Skill Enhancement. It also gives me immense pleasure to welcome our principal, Dr. S. Santosh Babu, and each one of the participants to today's workshop. Our resource person, Mr. Philip Varghese, is an analytics veteran, entrepreneur, thought leader, and a visionary, digital transformation and innovative executive, and currently he serves as the Vice President of Global Lead, Applied Intelligence, Analytics, and Innovation at Accenture Security. Prior to his current role, he was the co-founder and CEO of Datum Informatics Private Limited, a big data analytics and AI firm with deep focus into contextual intelligence using artificial intelligence and machine learning on unstructured data. Philip brings around 17 plus years of rich and extensive cross functional experience and expertise in the fields of artificial intelligence, cyber intelligence, next gen cyber defense, digital transformation, disruptive innovation, and cognitive decision systems. He is an invited keynote speaker in various national and international conferences and leading academia. Philip has handled key business management roles with IBM, CSS Corporation, Chimera Technologies, Seventh Sense Technologies, and Socratic Learning Inc. at domestic and international level. Philip is a postgraduate in mathematics and also holds Master of Philosophy in Mathematics and Diploma in Computer Applications. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of the Postgraduate and Research Department of Commerce. Dear participants, we are aware that in recent times, teaching and learning has become more technology oriented and technology driven. And unless the students and the teachers acquire the required technical knowledge, we will not be able to perform our job in the teaching learning process. In the beginning of the year, we never thought that we would be teaching our students through online mode. In fact, we never had any formal training to handle classes online. But somehow we have equipped ourselves, and in the last few months, we have in fact become veterans in holding classes online. Our students on their part also are really cooperating well, and they are now familiar with the online mode of work. They know how to submit their reassignments online. And we have also successfully conducted the internal tests, and we have conducted the end semester examination once. We have done evaluation of the e-answer sheets online and forwarded the mark sheets also. Another end semester examination also is due now. And nowadays, even universities and colleges are organizing Viva Voce exams for their PhD scholars only through online mode. And our department itself has conducted the Viva Voce examination for our MPhil scholars and also for the MCOM students on the project that they have done through online mode. Very recently, some of our colleagues have undergone orientation and refresher courses conducted by the various universities through online mode. And in fact, their presence and participation was monitored by the university online all through the day. So it becomes very clear that we have to really adapt to the changing work situations. So unless we really update ourselves, we are sure to become outdated. So the need of the hour is skill enhancement and skill enrichment. And I think today's lecture will focus on how to enhance the skill of both the students and the teachers. So I'm sure you will all be eager to listen to our guest speaker, Mr. Philip Varghese. I once again welcome him on behalf of the Postgraduate and Research Department of Commerce. I now hand over the proceedings to Mr. Rakesh Shankar. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. It is a pleasure today to have our principal, Captain Dr. S. Santosh Babu, amidst us. Sir is from the Computer Science and Applications Department. I request our beloved principal to deliver the presidential address and inaugurate this skill development workshop. Over to principal.
Good morning, one and all present here. The head of the Department of PG and Research Department of Commerce, Dr. J. Shankar, and Rajesh Shankar, Shankar, Assistant Professor of PG and Research Department of Commerce, the Student Coordinator Roshan Kumar, and the most important person of today's program is our guest speaker, Philip E. Varghese, who is going to talk about the building the risk right analytics and artificial intelligence for a better future. And the students, my dear students, faculty members of Commerce Department, first I like to congratulate the department for conducting these type of programs out of the class hours for the students, which is need of the hour. Conducting conferences, seminars, guest lectures are very important for the higher education in the present scenario. When you talk about the higher education in 10 years before, there will be less number of seminars and conferences. But now the higher education has changed in such a way that you have to call more experts from industry and outside organization to give their lecture, to share their resources, to share the knowledge on various topics to the students. That is also the part of the department. I think the Department of Commerce has kept this in its mind and they are arranging this program. Not only arranging this program, they have chosen a topic like right analytics and artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? It's the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think the humans and mimic their actions. Very easily you can say that AI is nothing but replacing the human brain. But simply you could not replace the human brain. Where for each we will have set of rules. For each rules we used to take an action. Accordingly, if you want to frame a rules and we have to frame an action, the most important thing is analytical skill. If you don't have an analytical skill, if you are not able to analyze the domain, if you are not able to analyze the problem, it is very difficult to have a artificial intelligence solution. This artificial intelligence solution will be useful in various places like in security, surveillances, automobile industries, sales industries, manufacturing industries, all in which if there is any repeated work is to be done by the particular company, that can be programmed in such a way that if the same instance occurs and it finds out the occurs and it will give you the report. What is happening in the medical field in MRI scan and CT scan? When you go for a CT scan and MRI scan, what is happening is they will search the image. It is not like X-ray. Whereas in X-ray, whatever the apparatus you have in a machine, that will be displayed to you, you can see it. When you go for a CT scan and MRI scan, it is an artificial intelligence machine. It will have lakhs and lakhs of combinations of your human anatomy, and it will compare your image with that image and it will reproduce the image as an output. That's why if you go to the doctor, especially if you go to the orthopedic doctor, they will see only the X-ray rather than going for MRI and CT scan. This is one type of artificial. Another area in which when you go for an automobile industry, When you go for a old car, where you go to a mechanic, if you tell any complaint, you will tell that the complaint is there, he will rectify it. Now it is not like that. If you go to automobile industry, you can see a very small students, people are working in the automobile industry without much knowledge on the diagnostic system or analytical system. They can repair, but identifying the repair is very important. All cars are microprocessor controlled cars, where you have to connect the car to a system. When the car is connected to the car system, when you switch on the engine, the computer itself will do the top analysis and it will give you tell it is problem in braking, it is a problem in gear, it is problem in that. Then what the present repairing work is doing is they are not rectifying, they will replace the spares. In olden days, it is not like that. When you go for an ambassador car, when you go for any repair, they will open it, they will change everything in a gear. Even a shift you can change, gear you can change. If the gear is not available, that will go for a lathe. The lathe work, they will do work and come. Now it is not like that. They will identify the problem and they will replace the whole machine because of this lathe. This is one area. So like that, in all the areas, we are going to have a safe home system. Sitting in your office, you can monitor your home, whether your fridge is on, your system is on, your AC is on, even surveillance camera. And if you find any unwanted people, it will recognize the face and it will come to you and give an alarm. Routine people, once if any people comes routinely, if stranger comes, based on the artificial intelligence, it will give a signal to the mobile so that immediately you can alert your house. Stranger is coming in. A lot of things is going on in the world in the field of artificial intelligence. But for artificial intelligence, what is very important is analytical skill is important. If you don't have an analytical skill, you could not derive the artificial intelligence. And it is an artificial. Everything will happen only that action should happen once. For that, we have to give the solution once. Once if you give the solution for a particular problem once, next time it occurs, you don't want to follow all the procedure. The system will tell you that will monitor all rules and regulations. Actually, this was implemented in 1970 itself in the field of medical. Medical field it was implemented, and they are able to diagnose some problems with the human being. But in the present scenario, this AI is going to rule the world. AI is going to rule the world, for which we know means more analytic, whether it's data analytic, whether it's domain analytic, whatever we need. So I think keeping this mind, keeping the future of our country, the commerce department have identified a best topic for the students, and even the students would have come across what I said already, but they doesn't know that this comes under artificial intelligence. That may be happened. So with these few words, once again I like to congratulate the department for having this seminar today. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your appreciation and inspiring words. It is time for the resource person to enlighten the participants with this resource. Over to Philip Burgess, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Just want to confirm that you're able to hear me well and you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. We are able to hear you, sir. Your screen is yet to be presented.
Yeah, can you see that now?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent.
You need to just open the PPT.
Okay, excellent.
Excellent.
So thank you so much. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good morning, dignitaries and sirs there. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share my knowledge, across various developments in analytics and AI to our beloved students and staff. Thank you very much. So, indeed, as Principal Sir told and others are told, we are living in a very, very interesting time, right? And AI is playing a very, very crucial and really transforming the world to a new level, right? And how do we really prepare for that? And especially when the artificial intelligence is really transforming the world, there are good side as well as bad side, right? So how do we really prepare for both the sides, the good and the bad, and how do we build the right analytics and AI solutions for the future? Along with that, we ourselves we need to look at from a job perspective, from a career perspective, from a future perspective. How do we develop ourselves for this AI driven world, right? That's what the topic we are going to discuss today. It's a very, very big topic, and today we'll not be able to cover everything. But I just want to give you a perspective of how the world is changing and what kind of the transformation is happening across the world. How this is how different industries and companies are adopting artificial intelligence and analytics. I'm going to show you a lot of examples, a lot of interesting case studies. So all the information and the examples what I'm going to show you today here is completely based on my personal experience or knowledge, or based on the research what I'm doing. So though you all heard about me that I work in Accenture and a lot of experience in other companies, but I am here in my personal capacity. So none of the content is from any of these organizations, but all generally available and publicly available information. What I'm going to share with all of you. Yeah, this is me. You heard about me. I'm not going to spend time about briefing myself, but I had some internet challenges, so I'm not coming to the video. But this is me. Okay. So as sir already rightly mentioned, that we are completely living in an AI world, right? So whether we know or not, we are every day coming across AI system, artificial intelligence systems, and we started living with that, and we started engaging with AI solutions. We already started with interacting with AI systems. We already started working with AI system. It doesn't mean that you need to be in a large company to work with AI system. Uh, Even right now, most of us are already, in today, before joining this meeting, many of you might have already engaged with an AI system. I'm going to give you a lot of example, right? How you already started living with this AI system. So AI is going to be the new interface. AI is going to be there in everything what we do at every touch point. So that's a foundation and the premise we are living on. So the world is adopting AI much faster than anticipated. Okay, much faster than imagined, much faster than planned. Okay, especially Corona kind of COVID-19 kind of situation only forced the larger organization to adapt AI in a big scale, because that's the only way they can manage requirements at fast, and as well as in a scalable model, right? So this artificial intelligence is today playing a very, very crucial role. Today, if you look at the current, some of the current organizations which you are seeing on the screen today, all these companies are today transforming the world. And if you look at these companies today, they have a huge influence in our daily lives, to our many companies, to our families, to our friends, individually, to our learnings, to our entertainment, to our purchase, to our consumption, to our communication. If you look at any aspect of our life today, some of these companies have a very, very important influencing dependency. So why it is so? Because these are new age companies started completely making a huge revolution in the digital era. Okay, so huge revolution in the digital space, and it has created a lot of disruption in the whole world, right? Whether it is a personal life or in an organization, or whether it's in teaching or healthcare or government, these companies created a huge disruption. One of the fundamental reasons why they have grown so big in the last 10 or 15 years, and today they are an important dimension in controlling the world, because they're all digital companies, they're all data companies, they're all analytics and AI companies. Okay, so if you look at Google is nothing but a data company. So they take all the data, right? So they look at our geolocation data, they look at our search data, they look at our mail data, they look at everything, like literally everything they look at, right? Amazon provides a lot of solutions in the e-commerce space, in the in the virtual reality retail space. Facebook, again, if you know Facebook, Facebook is again a complete data company. So Facebook is completely built on our data. So eventually what they do, each of these companies, they build a lot of intelligence, they build a lot of insights, they build a lot of analytics. And eventually today they literally control the world by deriving insights and intelligence from various of this data and transforming many areas. I'm going to show you a lot of examples, right? So we'll see live examples how these companies are literally transforming the world. So if you look at Amazon, Amazon started leveraging analytics and AI in a very big way, quite a long time back itself. And they are not only applying this analytics and AI in the digital and e-commerce platform alone. They are bringing this analytics and artificial intelligence solutions even to the retail. I'm just showing you one example. Okay, so the retail industry, if you look at, imagine that you are, just going to your nearby supermarket. Now, Amazon has brought an AI to a supermarket, in a real physical supermarket. So Amazon Go is an example. It is a supermarket where you can just go inside that supermarket, take whatever you want, and you can come out. So typically, traditionally, when you go to a supermarket, what happens? You need to go, and there will be a security guard. Then you need to go inside. There will be some assistants or sales guys, and then you need to take everything what you need, and then come to a billing counter. Then you need to stand in the queue for quite a long time, and some items may be missing, some items may not be there, some items wrongly priced. So many confusions. Eventually, you spend a lot of time in the queue, and then you come out. Once you come out, again there will be a security guy, and then they'll scan your bills and everything. So it's a very complex topic, right? So shopping. Now Amazon brought in artificial intelligence to this whole retail in this small supermarket, where you can just go inside as a customer. Nobody will be there. You can just go inside, take whatever the things you want, and you can come out. So there is no one literally in that showroom from the company side. Okay, there is no counter, there is no queue, there is no billing, there is no security, nothing. Imagine a situation that you can have such an experience in a retail showroom. So that is where Amazon brought in artificial intelligence solutions to completely transform the whole retail process by itself. Okay, there are computer vision, AI technologies, computer vision, deep learning, sensor fusion, image recognition, facial recognition. There are so many artificial intelligence solutions installed in that retail showroom, which is really enabling the process. So your retail itself is getting transformed. And today, this technology is available in India. There are multiple shops in India already opened with this kind of technologies. So what happens behind this whole process is nothing but artificial intelligence. So retail is transforming. As Sir rightly told, our transportation is getting changed. Our transportation is getting transformed, right? Our travel, our automobile is getting completely transformed with the help of artificial intelligence. Today, you heard about autonomous vehicles or driverless cars, smart cars. So if you look at the smart cars, there is no driver. So you can just come to your smart car and say that take me to Bangalore or take me to Delhi. If you are the actual authenticated person, traveler, or if you are the owner, then only the car will open, and you don't have to do anything. You just get inside the car will automatically take you to your respective destination, right? So how that is possible? The car has artificial intelligence which will get the best route. You don't need to know the route, which will automatically identify signals and act accordingly. If it is a red signal, it will stop. If the car has to take right, it will take right. If the car has to take left, it has to take left. And if the car has to increase speed or decrease speed during the travel, if you need the temperature to be maintained, right, it will all do. The car will do it everything automatically. How that is possible? The car is using AI. So the car is consuming data through its smart camera, hundreds of or thousands of sensors attached to the whole car, which will collect data in real time, process this data real time, and build intelligence in real time, and eventually drive the car. Okay, so this car is nothing but an AI powered car, right? So the future transportation and travel and the logistics, everything is going to be completely transforming. So there are already thousands of trucks completely driven by AI today. So it is going to have a huge impact. And the statistics says when an AI-driven car is on the fleet, the number of accidents are going to be significantly less. So accidents, fatal accidents, and death rates will definitely come down. So because AI knows when to drive, how to drive, where to drive, faster, slower, with brakes, so many things, right? So the transportation is getting changing. And if you look at today, the same analytics and AI is already coming into drug discovery, health diagnostics, customer service, facial recognition, video analytics, and even unmanned aerial vehicle, the drones and the pilotless aeroplanes, right? So this AI is already having a huge impact in many places. Just to give you an example, as I mentioned in the beginning of the call, that today before this call you might have already used AI. Just to give you an example, Facebook, right? So I'm sure that many of you might have already checked Facebook in the morning. So whenever you upload a photograph of you along with your friends or your families or relatives or yourself, you will see immediately an option that tagging your friends. Automatically your friends or your relatives photograph will be identified automatically by the Facebook, and then put a recommendation, you want to tag your friend or you want to tag yourself. The same is applicable whenever your friend is uploading a photograph with many people inside it automatically recognizes. So there are millions of photographs are getting uploaded to Facebook every minute. And how Facebook still identifies the photograph of a particular person? It is nothing but artificial intelligence. Okay, so image recognition. So the application of facial recognition using artificial intelligence is very significant today. Simply when you are opening your smartphone using a face unlock, there's nothing but artificial intelligence. So there are so many use cases there today. This facial recognition itself as a big use case for artificial intelligence today, which is used by many industries. If you go to Dubai, there is a in the immigration section there is a special section called smart gate. So the smart gate, what does it do? You don't need to really go through a traditional immigration process. You just need to pass through this gate. Automatically, it will detect you. It will scan you. It will validate your all the information, right? So your passport, your visa validity, your immigration status, your crime background, everything it will analyze in microseconds, and it will approve or automatically disapprove your entry to that particular country. So what it is all there? That is a digital gate. That's it. It has so much of cameras and so much of sensors, which will do a lot of processing in the background, and then approves whether you are an eligible person or traveler or not an eligible traveler, right? So artificial intelligence coming into many aspects, right? So I can talk about thousands of such examples how the AI is coming into every interface that we are living, right? Today you can have a virtual assistant for you, an executive secretary for you 24/7. So Amazon Alexa, maybe you might are all familiar with Amazon Alexa or Google Home. That is an example of a virtual secretary for you 24/7. So similarly, Google launched a platform called Google Duplex. Okay, Google Duplex is an AI-based, artificial intelligence-based solution that can be your advisor, that can be your executive secretary 24/7. It can understand your schedules, it can understand your health status, it can understand your financial situation, it can give you recommendation. If you forget to take medicine at a particular time, it can remind you, right? If you need to book an appointment in a restaurant with your family for a dinner, so what it can do is actually it can automatically initiate a call to the restaurant and then talk to the restaurant manager like a human being, just like a real executive secretary. And it can book an appointment based on various calendar availability of your schedule, right? And the video, since I don't have so much of time, I'm not playing this video. Actually, you can go to YouTube and then play this 3-4 minutes video, Google Duplex video. So you'll get a 3-4 minutes video. You'll be able to see that Amazon, the YouTube, so this Google Duplex is talking to the restaurant as a real human being, but it is an AI engine. It is an artificial engine in the background, right? So you will see a lot of such solutions coming to into your own home. Whatever you might have seen in some of the sci-fi movies in the past, today these things are really getting reality. Many fancy stories what we have seen in sci-fi movies, today it is getting a reality. Um, Before I show you some of those things, I just want to take a small exercise here. So anybody who can talk here, can you just tell me which of this photograph is created by AI? Which of the photo, which one is the real photograph? Whether the photograph of the male is a real photograph, or whether the photograph of the female is a real photograph. One of the pictures is created by an AI engine, not a real photograph. Can anyone say which one is the picture created by AI, or which one is the real picture? Is the male is a real photo, or the female is a real photo? Can anybody say? You are welcome to unmute your mic and say the answer. Sir, I hope you're able to see my screen and you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think the participants will be able to enter only in the chat box. So I'm
Yeah,
just
okay,
posting
okay.
response.
Sure. Do we have some response in the chat window?
Yes, sir. I'm putting it in the screen. I'm presenting in the screen. It is female.
It is female is
And,
the real photograph, right?
yeah, I think one participant says both are not AI created.
Okay, I think male, female. Okay, so I'm seeing a good amount of response right now.
Yes.
Uh, Interestingly, yeah, thank you for putting your responses, guys. Really interesting. Okay, the reality is that both the pictures are created by artificial intelligence. Both these photographs of not real people. These are artificial photos of artificial people created by artificial intelligence. Now, this has a huge impact. Okay, this technology, this use case by AI has a huge impact. Now you can see that how AI can help reshape a male to a female, and this has a lot of use cases, right? If a transgender wants to really make a gender transformation, and they can use this technology and they can really design the shape. Okay, on the other side, there are people who are suffering from acid attacks or accidents who lost their original shape. Now, using plastic surgery, if they want to come back to a new, new shape, they can use this artificial technology and then they can design their own face, right? So the artificial intelligence is coming to dermatology, right, and healthcare and surgery and in many areas, right? So today you can use AI for many such good things. At the same time, the same AI can be used for bad things. Now, somebody has done a big crime and they don't want to be caught, and they can use artificial intelligence to completely design their new face and undergo the same surgery and escape from the problems, right? To a certain extent, right? So today, these technologies can be used for both good and bad process. I'm coming to the bad side slightly later, but I just want to give you a perspective that how today AI is changing many interesting use cases, or really solving complex problems in many use cases, which is beyond our imagination, right? So um, you will see future movies, and if you look at this current screen, there are so many beautiful faces, and none of this are the photograph of real people. These are all artificial photos created by artificial intelligence. Okay, you will see in the future movies acted by artificial actors. You will not see them in real world. The actor and actress, you will not see them in the real world. Okay, so this is going to be the future. So entertainment industry will have artificial intelligence created movie scripts. You will have movies which are directed based on stories which are written by artificial intelligence. You will see you will see movies which are acted by actor and actresses, where the actor and actresses will be chosen by artificial intelligence. So the lot of interesting stuff is coming here. Now the world is moving towards even creating not only just photographs of artificial people. They started going and creating artificial digital humans, the virtual humans. the digital humans. So the AI is today creating virtual humans. Okay, so there are technologies like thermoplastic elastomer, 3D printing, brain mapping, and behavioral technologies which can be combined to create artificial humans who will never die. Okay, so for example, you might have seen that already Sophia, a couple of years back in Saudi Arabia, got a citizenship. Sophia is nothing but an artificial intelligence robot with intelligent cognitive abilities. So this Sophia is acting, talking, behaving, responding, working like a human being. There are so many videos in the YouTube you can go and see where Sophia is on a big stage talking to 2,000 people. And Sophia is answering real time for some of the tough questions. Right? So this Sophia can be, coming to our lives just like a human being, just like any other human being. We need to start working with it. Especially for the accounts and finance, you will see in the future virtual CFOs, virtual chief financial officer. You will see a digital board of director where you need to still take the approval and the permission of the board of director. I mean, this virtual board of director, right? Or virtual CFO. The CFO will be approving the budget. The CFO will be approving the expenses, the virtual CFOs, and that's where we are going to be. So it is not only in the finance and supply chain, even human resource departments. The HR department itself is adopting analytics and AI in a very big way. You might be familiar with that. Typical recruitment process, interview is one of the most important phase. Getting interviewed, you need to pass an interview, right? Today, artificial intelligence is playing a very crucial there as well. So I just want to play a very, very small video. It's just about 1 minute video, just to show you how artificial intelligence is playing a very crucial role in the whole interview process. 1 second. Let me just switch my screen and then play that video. Sir, were you able to hear the audio of this and you can see the video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Welcome, Oliver. Glad to see you put on your blue shirt for the interview.
Yes, indeed. You're welcome.
Are you feeling stressed?
Just a bit, you know.
Please allow me to play some piano music to make you feel more comfortable.
I feel a bit better now, thank you.
Glad to hear that. Tell me, why should I hire you?
I've been passionate about courses, I'm a boy.
Okay, let's do a little test. Can you show me where my electric compressor is?
Sure. Here.
Perfect. Can you explain how my 360-degree camera... I think I'm going to keep you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
See, this is an interesting example of how artificial intelligence is, coming and impacting multiple aspects, even in an organization. As I told, today, many such decisions in many, many areas within an organization is already taken by artificial intelligence. For example, what kind of marketing campaign to be performed and who should be the customer for that particular marketing campaign. Today, it is decided by artificial intelligence. And an example, what you see, whatever you search in the Google, for example, if you are searching best restaurant in Mumbai, then immediately when you come back to your Facebook, you will see some of the good restaurants, details in your Facebook as advertisements. You may be searching for a best tourist place in Goa, then immediately you will see a lot of resorts details are coming in your Facebook as advertisements. When you search about travel ticket, travel cost to Delhi from Mumbai or Bangalore, then you will see immediately a lot of advertisements about yatra.com or Make Me a Trip in your Facebook. So you'll see how interestingly and intelligently all this digital ecosystem started playing an important role in the marketing and campaign. Same way in HR and the whole recruitment area, today AI is placing an important role in selecting the right candidate from millions of CVs and biodata automatically. Today you have seen that AI, instead of coming from the shape of Sophia, that digital human, now the AI has taken the shape of a car, right? The HR manager role is replaced by AI solution and came in the form of a car, right? So you will see this transformation and use cases in many areas. Recently, in Japan, there is a startup created a very interesting solution, especially for the pandemic crisis. Okay, you know that many people stuck in different countries because countries stopped their air transport, right? Many countries stopped their air transport, so many people stuck in different countries and they were not able to come back. So some people travel for business purpose, some people travel for vacation, some people travel for healthcare requirements and so on. But the problem is actually not everyone knows the respective local language all the time. So I don't know Japanese language. So when I go to Japan, I need somebody next to me translating the Japanese language, because whatever I am talking, they will not understand. Whatever they are talking, I will not understand. So similarly, Japanese, Chinese, Mandarin, Spanish, there are hundreds of languages across the globe which may not be known to each other. And there are many people who are stuck in the respective places, are really struggling because they don't know how to communicate and they don't understand what other people are saying. So this is a big problem. And here is where this Japanese company called Donut Robotics created an AI-based face mask, smart mask. So what this smart mask does is actually, it will provide you this mask protection from the virus. At the same time, it will process 8 languages and translate into other language what you select. You can select the language what you want to speak to, and then it can translate the output language as well. So if I can talk in English, but that will automatically translate into Japanese if I am in Japan. I can talk in English and it can translate it into Spanish when I'm in France or in Mexico, right? So this is a very interesting solution. And this solution has huge positive impacts. Now, this can be used by media companies. This can be used in sales and marketing processes. This can be used in education, especially specialists can come from other parts of the globe and provide specialist training for people and without any language problems. Specialist doctors can provide treatment without the barrier of the language, right? So this is a very AI based interesting solution. Though it is created in a pandemic time for a pandemic problem, but the use cases are so many. It can solve many problems, right, in many industries. And nothing but in the background, it is nothing but AI, artificial intelligence and analytics, right? So you see, the same thing can go in the form of a virtual human or a digital human, not in the form of a mask, but in the form of a digital human, which is already adopted by a media company in China called Xinhua Agency. Xinhua Agency launched an AI anchor who can speak English, because in China, English proficiency is not really great. So if they need to have a person who can talk in the Western accent, then it is going to be a difficult situation, right? So they launched a robot, a digital human, with the help of AI, who can talk in English with a particular accent. So they can have the same robot talking in different languages, and this robot doesn't need any break. You can as long as you need to have this robot translating and or talking news or reading news in multiple languages continuously. You can do that. Lot of productivity, right? Now, how this analytics and AI is playing a very, very important role. Now you can see that in the analytics area, there are four major sections: descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. So these are the four major types of analytics. Now, descriptive analytics is something like, if I need to know what is happening right now across the globe, so that is called descriptive analytics. So for example, now over the last 5 days, the number of people who are tested positive for corona or COVID-19, for example, is 50,000, where last week it was 45,000. Now, from last week, we have increased 5,000 more in positive detection of COVID-19 for people. That is descriptive analytics. So, what is my sales across my region? What is my P&L as on date? What is my cash flow? What is my balance? What is my bank statement? So you can look at what is my account receivable, what is my cash payable, right? So you can look at a lot of such dimension to understand what is happening today. That is called descriptive analytics. Now, if you need to know why my sales are dipping, or why my sales are dropping, why my revenue is falling, why my sales are increasing, why my product is not performing better, right? That is called diagnostic analytics. If you need to know the underlying root cause, if you need to know the reason behind the change in numbers, and that is what is called diagnostic analytics. Now, if you need to predict what will happen in the future, that is called predictive analytics, and this is where more statistical and mathematical models, etc., will come into picture. Now, what you need to do if the prediction is going in the wrong direction, we should be doing something, right? Then what we should be doing, and that is where you need advisory, that is where you need intelligence, that is where you need insights, right? And that is exactly what is called prescriptive analytics. AI is playing a very, very important role in this prescriptive analytics area, and in fact AI falls into that category. Okay, so analytics is a big term, and there are thousands of subcategories under the larger analytics umbrella. Okay, there is data visualization, there are there is predictive analytics, there is machine learning, there is big data, there are data modeling, there is artificial intelligence, there is voice recognition, image recognition, computer vision. There are so many subcategories within artificial intelligence. So you'll see many of these terms more frequently when you come to the next next in the coming months and years, because you have to live with this kind of technologies. So 30 years back, my father was an accountant, right? He comes every day home with a big set of books, and I didn't understand what that books were. So that was all the books where he used to do a lot of journal entries and posting and all the things he was preparing there. Credits, that's everything, debtor, creditor, everything information he was doing there, and he was doing a tally, manually in paper, in the books. And he didn't have to know about Word, Excel, PowerPoint. He didn't have to know about Tally or SAP or Oracle at that point of time. And today, you need to know all these technologies: Tally, SAP, Oracle. You need to know a lot of. You need to know how to use Excel. In spite of your accounts and finance very well, you need to know all these technologies today, because then only you will be able to work. Nobody is writing any accounts and books today, right? In the physical books. Same way, when you are coming out, it's already happening. Instead of Tally, SAP, or in addition to Tally, SAP, Oracle, you need to know about machine learning. You need to know about big data. You need to know about artificial intelligence, because you are going to work with this kind of artificial intelligence-based solutions, right? That is why you need to know about all these basics and fundamental things. Because companies today look at data from diverse data sources: internal data, external data. Every organization, whether it's a retail company or a telecommunication company or a media company or a logistics company or a manufacturing company or a government institution or a political party, for example, right? Everybody has to look at today data from so many different dimensions and aspects. So social media is one such important aspect. So you need to look at data from social media. to understand how your customers are liking your products and brands. You look at your corporate data, how your products are performing, what is your manufacturing efficiency, how is your supply chain going on, how is your finance performing, right? You need to look at the data from a lot of connected devices like your sensors and meters, because as you heard about examples, connected cars. We are living in a completely connected world today. Connected drones, connected home, connected supply chain, connected manufacturing. So everything is getting connected through a technology called IoT, Internet of Things. And you will see a lot of connected devices will come, which has hundreds of thousands of sensors attached to this, which will connect all these devices, all these machineries, all these plants, all the vehicles, everything to one connected internet. So you need to look at data from sensors, meters, geolocation monitoring devices, and you also need to look at from data from government, public and private, right? Why do you need to look at the data? Because today you need to look at the data to understand how your customers are behaving. What is their purchase pattern? Where are the risks? Who are your third parties or suppliers or contractors who are doing well or who has the risk, right? What kind of products are going to give you maximum return of investment? Which are the regions are performing good and which are the regions are not performing good? Who are your competitions outperforming you? And if you don't bring new strategies and innovations, and you'll be you'll not be growing, or you'll not be having the competitive advantage. So how do you really decide all those things? So here is where every company, every industry has to look at analytics and data to make better decisions, right? So finance and accounts department is one of the most important departments who for a company, because they are dealing the money. They are the cash engine. They are the heart of a company who is really, pumping the blood, right? So it is extremely important for you to ensure that you take the right decision. But when you have to take the right decision, look at your internal data, your sales data, your supply data, your logistics data, your customer data. You look at your external data, regulatory data. You need to look at your supply data. So you need to look at a lot of dimensions when you come to take a decision. And you cannot take an important decision, a right decision, just only by looking at your accounts and finance data. There are so many companies who looked at only their internal performance metrics, and those companies are today not on the face of the earth. There are so many companies. I can see, for example, the traditional camera business. Today, it is not there on the face of the earth, right? Look at how companies are transforming, how new technologies are coming. Then only you will be able to take the right decision, where to invest, what to invest, and how much to invest, right? So companies are investing a lot of money. Every department is investing a lot of money to really innovate by themselves. So they invest money in creating a lot of chatbots to provide more superior customer experience, provide right information to be dispersed across different teams. So you might have heard about I already shown you about the personal assistant, smart personal assistants. I already shown you, talked about chatbots. You might be coming across a number of port websites today, where whenever you go to the website, you will immediately see a chatbot coming in. So behind that, again, it is an interactive way. It is an AI solution. Okay, you will see speech to text, text and text to speech. And the simple example, when you go to Google and you will see a mic there, and you can press the mic and you can talk, and your voice will be recognized, and that based on that they will do a search. You don't need to type what you search in the Google search bar. And behind that, again, it is an AI only, right? Sentiment analysis, the facial recognition, what you're seeing, what I was showcasing earlier, these are all powered by artificial intelligence solutions, right? So you will see this AI coming into your own home, as I mentioned earlier, not only in large companies. You will have a virtual doctor 24/7 available within your own home. You will have a dedicated doctor. You can just ask him what, based on the symptoms, even before the even before the symptoms coming out, this virtual doctor can predict what kind of health issues you may be coming across, and it will guide you what kind of medications you need to take. It will help you to do the right exercises. personalized, individualized health advisory can be provided by this medical assistant. IBM is a big company. They built a technology and an AI solution called IBM Watson. Today, IBM Watson is used in many hospitals, especially for treating cancer. So they spent nearly 10,000 crore rupees to really build that AI solution. So many doctors and nurses were part of that whole technology team to build this AI solution. So healthcare coming to your own home, which is powered by artificial intelligence. On the other side, when you have a smart assistant or a virtual secretary, when you have a digital doctor, and today slowly our own houses and homes are getting smarter. Okay, you already know that many of you already may have a smart TV in your house. Smartphones are in place. You will have Wi-Fi connections, Wi-Fi routers. You may have already a smart AC. You may have a smart refrigerator, right? These are all smart because you can just say to your Alexa, Alexa, turn on my AC. Automatically, the AC will be turned on, right? So you will see a lot of such smart things coming to your own houses. And interestingly, when many such things are getting smart, your home itself will become smart, and that is called smart home. I just want to play a small video, just a minute video, just to show you an example of how AI is coming to your own home and making that smart home a reality. So I'm just playing this video. So let me know if you can just hear the audio in case if you're not able to hear the audio, let me know.
Play jazz.
Playing jazz.
Smoothie.
Making smoothie.
Calendar.
No meetings today. Remember, tandläkare at 9:30.
Fire off.
Fire off.
Open door.
Door open.
Sånn, så skal vi sette en til.
Ah, ja. Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open. Open door.
Repeat that.
Open door.
I didn't understand that.
Hey, open door.
Play on the floor.
Get on the floor. Open the door.
Wrong
Open the door.
error.
Hey, with a rock. Open door. Open door. Open door. Higher.
Higher volume.
Higher.
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 So, though this is created for awareness and making more infotainment model of how smartphones are coming into a picture, whatever you have seen in the first 30 seconds of this video, where this guy was giving literally virtual commands, open the door, make a smoothie, right? Or turn the fire off. Automatically, everything is getting turned off. And it was asking a virtual agent, do I have any appointment today? And it's like, no, the only appointment is with your dental doctor, right? So you can go there. When he came back and he was again giving the same commands, and where the AI system was not able to recognize because the audio, the voice recognition was, it couldn't recognize this guy's voice because he was not able to speak properly, right? So this is how smart homes are going to be a reality. And if you look at everything behind it is AI. Everything behind what you're seeing right now is artificial intelligence. Okay, so that is how today many companies, even our own homes, governments are today using AI. So when your transportation is getting smarter, like the driverless car, AI powered cars or trucks or vehicles, when your retail is getting smarter, like the example what you've seen in the beginning about Amazon Go or many logistics, intelligent logistics models, when your hospitals and healthcare are getting smarter, when your building managements are getting smarter, so slowly the whole society will become smart, and so slowly the city will become smart and the nation will become smart. So when you see a smart system in place, just think that there will be some intelligent solution behind in the background, and mostly it will be an artificial intelligence solution, right? So these are all, whatever you are seeing is the good side of the AI. Okay, so today's topic is how do we build the right AI solution? Because if you don't build the AI solution the right fashion, it will have very dangerous implications. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few examples where AI solutions failed big time. Okay, AI solution. So far, you have seen, how AI solution is really transforming and make a lot of things very, very super cool. But at the same time, if the AI solutions are not built right, then they can have very, very dangerous impact. Okay, so Microsoft is a very big company. They are a big technology company. They have a huge AI team, analytics team. They built a solution called TAY, TAY, and it is again a natural language processing, NLP, text analytics and voice recognition analytics based AI solution. And what it does is actually it will do a virtual response solution like a chatbot. Okay, so Microsoft AI solution was adopted by Twitter and many other companies, but when it is integrated to Twitter, the chatbot Tay started responding back to the tweets in a very, very vulgar and obscene model. It was automatically putting a lot of nasty comments, very, very vulgar comments into the tweets. And within 24 hours after launching or installing the solution, Twitter had to withdraw, Microsoft had to withdraw the solution. The AI solution started talking insane language, which is not good. So AI solution failed, right? The screenshot of some of the chats are provided here. I'm not reading it out because it is literally obscene, right? It is literally vulgar. So AI solution failed. A big company solution failed, right? Because it is not built right. Amazon, you have seen Amazon adopted analytics and AI in a big way quite a long time back. Amazon built an AI solution for recruitment. Eventually, when the AI solution started recruiting people, it didn't hire women candidates. It rejected all the women candidates, which is a big problem. I'm sure that none of the women, lady students in this call won't like that, will not like that, or no woman like that, right? An AI solution is completely biased. It hated women. So eventually, Amazon realizes, and then they apologize to the public, and then withdraw the solution. Because it is not built right, so it rejected all the women candidates. Where today there is a huge agenda for many companies to have diversity and inclusion. That means they need to bring in more diverse candidates and give more opportunity to women candidates as well. But your own AI solution is rejecting women, which is again a contradiction, right? So AI failed again. You've seen that self-driving cars are completely powered by AI. It's completely run by AI. The self-driving or driverless car, right? Uber's one such car. Uber is again building a lot of AI solution for driverless car. Uber's one such car in the US in 2018 gone ahead and hit a pedestrian. Somebody was walking on the road. This car didn't recognize that particular person and gone and hit and killed that particular pedestrian. AI failed. AI was in its, that solution was in its early stage. It couldn't recognize a person walking on the sideway and then hit and kill. AI again failed. So creating deep fake is another big problem of AI. If you don't build AI solutions rightly, it can be used for very, very bad things. Now, earlier, creating a fake photograph was possible with the help of morphing. I am sure that all of you heard about the term morphing. Two people's photographs can be combined to, or cut and pasted into a different photograph, so that they will create, if they need to create a nude photograph for a revenge or vengeance, people can go out and cut the head and attach to another body and then create a morphing. So morphing was really easy, and to analyze and detect which is a morphed photograph is also was very, very easy. Okay, but today using AI you can create a deep fake photographs, which is very, very difficult to even analyze whether it is an original photo or not. Somebody can create your nude photo or naked photograph in probably 3 seconds, which is very difficult to prove that it is an original photo or a duplicate photo. So deepfake can be used against in many situations. You can create deepfake videos, and there is already a video created in the name of Barack Obama, where he was talking very nasty things about our recent president, Trump. But it was not actually spoken by Barack Obama. The video is available on the YouTube. You can see that. So what happened? Somebody is creating bad content using your own credentials, using artificial intelligence. AI can fail. AI has to be built right. Facebook uses a lot of AI. They do a lot of experiments. Now, Facebook, what they did is actually they created 2 chatbots. So the chatbot is supposed to help people, okay, real human beings. Now, what they did is actually they launched a chatbot and then did an experiment how the chatbots are going to talk to each other. How the chat, if they allow 2 chatbots, what will happen? They did an experiment. Even to their surprise, these two chatbots created their own language, which their own engineers couldn't understand. So imagine a situation what these 2 chatbots will be talking about humans, whom their creators, and if they are going to do a conspiracy against their own creators, how you will understand if you don't understand their language? Again, AI failed. Facebook shut down that AI system. Alexa, you know Alexa, Amazon Alexa, right? It's again an AI-based system. In one house, there was a big party happening in the morning around 3 a.m. in the morning. But Alexa thought that it is a fight happening. Alexa automatically called the police. Okay, there is a fight in my house. Please come. But actually, it was a birthday party celebration in the early morning time of the day. See, Alexa again the AI again couldn't recognize that it is a party, not a firefighting, right? So many things. You know that we are all living in the digital age, and even education is completely delivered through digital, right? And many systems are there today providing this digital education solutions. Now, Alexa again here, played a pornographic video to a small kid when the kid was asking to play a Digger Digger song. See, AI again failed. So the artificial intelligence solutions can be a big time failure if you don't do the right, if you don't build the right AI solution, and if you don't build the AI solution the right manner. Okay, so there are many things we need to look at from the data perspective, because the data is the most important ingredient. Whether we are talking about a financial use case, HR use case, or supply chain use case, or marketing use case, or smart home use case, healthcare use case, telecommunication use case, any use case what we are talking about, any solution we are talking about, we need to talk about the right AI solution, building about the right AI solutions, right? We need to look at the data from its data security, data privacy, data quality, because right data goes inside, the right outcome will come inside. Come outside, right? And you need to have the right algorithms. You need to have the right use cases. You need to have the right domain expertise. The Amazon recruitment solution rejected the woman candidate because the woman, the HR department didn't give the right data inputs, right scenarios. Same way, when you are deciding, when you are building an AI solution for accounts and finance, if you're not providing the right financial domain inputs and expert advisory, your AI solutions again will fail. So it is extremely important for us to ensure that we develop the right AI solutions, because if you don't do the right AI solution, our own AI solutions can be turned against us. It can reject people from a candidate hiring perspective. It can release payments without your knowledge to the wrong receiver. It can go and hit a person on the road and then kill the person. And there are a lot of issues, a lot of ethical issues can come. So you need to ensure that what are the AI solutions you are building in the future, or you are working with, that AI solution is ethical. These AI solutions are developed in such a way that it would be able to explain and it would explain the whole logic behind the decision in a very transparent model. So you need to build transparent, explainable AI. And you need to ensure that whatever the decision AI is taking, whatever the if there is an impact, this AI solution is responsible for. Who is responsible for the death of that particular person, which is hit by the Uber AI car? Is it the car or the algorithm or the company? Right? Who is responsible for that particular incident? And we need to ensure that the AI is building the right intelligence or the accurate intelligence. Otherwise, the same AI solution can be used against us as lethal weapons. Cyber attacks can be launched against using AI. Contents can be biased and delivered to you to influence your decisions, right? So we need to ensure that right compliance, governance, and policies are in place when we are building the AI solution. The domain experts have an important role to play in this one. There has to be legal accountability. It has to be value driven, and everybody has a role to play in this one. Otherwise, I just want to play a small video and to conclude the session. It is just a minute video. I'll just play that video and then conclude this, because if you don't do it right, this AI solutions can be used for very, very bad things. I just play this video and then come to my last section.
Did almost 3,000 precision strikes last year. We're super proud of it. It allows you to separate the bad guys from the good. It's a big deal. But we have something much other people do. Well, people don't. They get emotional, disobey orders, aim high. Let's watch the weapons make the decisions. Now, trust me, these were all bad guys. Now, that is an airstrike of surgical precision. It's one of a range of products. Trained as a team, they can penetrate buildings, cars, trains, evade people, bullets, pretty much any countermeasure. They cannot be stopped. Now, I said this was big. Why? Because we are thinking big. Watch. A $25 million order now buys this. Enough to kill half a city. The bad half. Nuclear is obsolete. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free. Just characterize him, release the swarm, and rest easy. Dumb weapons drop where you point them. Smart weapons consume data. When you can find your enemy using data, even by a hashtag, you can target an evil ideology right where it starts.
So this is an interesting example about how AI itself can be used, for the right purposes at scale. And imagine that if this AI is handing in the wrong hands, they can use it against the good people, the police, the intelligence agencies, and the government as well, right? If it is landing in the wrong hands. So there's a huge opportunity coming up for all of us to make a better world by still leveraging the analytics and AI. We have a huge important role to play in creating AI solutions, using AI solutions, and living with AI solutions, because the organizations across the world need smarter experts who can come and help build these kind of AI solutions. And here is where all of you have a very good opportunity to be part of this ecosystem and build right AI solutions, right? So there are about more than 30 lakh analytics skills required in the US alone in 2018. I think globally about 1.7 crore people required with the right analytics and AI expertise across domains, whether it's a doctor, lawyer, accountants, human resource people, marketing specialists. Everyone has to be skilled, or they have to have the analytics and AI skills, at least to use systems, and they should be even understanding what it is, right? So there's a huge opportunity for all of you. Personally, I put two mantras, how to really leverage these opportunities, irrespective of your level or position or the domain you are in, whether you're a teacher or a student or a professional working in a top position, a big organization, or at a fresher level or a trainee level, it doesn't matter. Whether you're coming from a telecom company domain or a retail company or manufacturing company, doesn't matter. All of you have to do two things, including me. These two mantras I preach very frequently. That one, every one of us have to learn, relearn, and unlearn. So learn, unlearn, and relearn is one mantra. The second one is skill, upskill, and reskill. So these are the two mantras I have. It is a continuous exercise, because then only we will be able to really make the best out of this AI powered world. So Sir, thank you so much for patiently listening to me, and I hope the session was useful and given a more perspective about the good side as well as the bad side of the analytics. Thank you so much, and happy to take any questions if you have. Thank you once again.
Yeah,
Over to you,
thank
sir.
you, sir. There were a few questions. I'm just putting it in the screen. I'm
Yep.
just putting it here. Can you just look at the questions pinned in the
Yes,
screen?
sir. Yeah. So, will AI developed in the future without fails? Is that possible to use the AI only for good purpose? And do you believe that, sir? That's a very, very interesting question, and that is why I was keep on emphasizing that we all have a responsibility to make it right. Right from the first day on this world, right, the universe, there is good and there is bad. I mean, there is good and there is evil, right? So today, cyber crime is a very big topic. So security and cyber crimes are very, very important today to deal with because the criminals are always there one step ahead. They will always try to see how to use some of these technologies to do bad things, right? So we need to ensure that we are protecting ourselves from the cyber criminals. Second point, our own, even if you're building a solution for the right intention and right purpose, but still the AI solution can fail, right? So how do we make it right? And here are two things we should continuously look at to building it right and ensuring that whatever we built is used only for the right cause or the good cause, right? So we, each one of us has an important role to play and a responsibility to make sure that it is used in the right sense. At the same time, to err is human, right? We are all prone to make mistakes, but ensure that how do we really reduce that mistakes which can make the AIs right. Okay. Yeah, that's my input. I hope that helped. The second
Yeah,
question I can see, yeah, from Vishal Khandelwal, how to become an AI artificial agent and how to become an expert, right? So this is exactly was my last slide. We all have to learn, unlearn, and relearn. We need to develop our skills. We need to upskill and reskill it. But how do we do that? It's a big ocean. I've been spending my 17 years in this space. Okay, so when I started, I didn't know anything, but I was fortunate to really spend so many years, work with so many companies, spent a lot of time in learning and skilling and upskilling myself. But still, it is a big ocean, right? So I would strongly recommend, if you need to really understand and learn about this, spend time in understanding the basics. If you just go to Google or YouTube, you just search about basics of artificial intelligence, basics of analytics, fundamentals of analytics. Spend time in understanding those 2-3 minutes videos continuously, then you will get an idea about what it is. I hope you might have got an idea about right now. I mean, about all this thing right now. But now you need to connect with your respective domain. Analytics use case in accounts and finance. Artificial intelligence use case in accounts and finance. Once you start slowly understanding the use cases and the different concept behind this, then you'll have a good idea. Then you need to go, how do I really implement it on the in my area of expertise or in my work, right? How do I implement? What kind of tools? What kind of methodologies? What kind of models? So today, internet is a huge encyclopedia, a free encyclopedia. You get a lot of content, free tools, free learning materials. Everything is free today. But the only thing what I again emphasize is actually you need to have the willingness and commitment to really learn, unlearn, and relearn. You should spend time, effort, money, or time, effort at least to skill, upskill, and reskill yourself. By that way, you'll be able to become an expert. Okay. Second, the third question, I have a doubt regarding the core purpose of AI. Whether the use of AI is to reduce human efforts on certain works to do or replace them for doing certain works. So again, very, very interesting question. So I personally believe that uh, humans can always do better, provided that some of the work, what is done by humans can be automatically done. The traditional, regular, repeatable, predictable work. And that is where automation comes into picture. Humans can always do better. So the purpose of AI, the purpose of artificial intelligence is to really assist human beings where humans can do better things, augment human abilities. That is what the purpose of AI. If you look at the real purpose of AI is that one. How do we do things at scale and speed? So instead of one person looking at 100 invoices, and that 100 invoices will take 10 days to process by a human being, the same 100 invoices can be processed by a robot in 1 second. So 10 days, one person, 100 invoices. Here, 100 invoices, 1 second, one machine. And instead of 100 invoices, the machine can do 10,000 invoices in that 1 second. So that is where humans can be augmented, where the invoice processing executive can do a slightly better job rather than just simply doing the invoices processing, right? So AI's purpose is to really augment human, assist human, and enable humans to do better things. That is the right purpose. But unfortunately, today AI is also used for many bad things. That's the reality. Okay. So what are the jobs in AI in government sector? Okay, today, as I mentioned, many governments across the globe is moving into e-governance. E-governance means digital governance platforms, right? So whatever you are doing in the digital governance or e-governance, a lot of data is getting produced. So the data has no value if it has no intelligence, if it has no insights, and that is where analytics and AI is coming to picture. So today, many government organizations are creating center of excellence where they are onboarding people for 3 years or 5-year contract basis to build intelligence, develop analytics, develop insights, right? So Niti Aayog is maybe one example. There are MyIT is one example. There are so many such in India itself. There are bodies or government bodies who are hiring people with this kind of expertise to really support government to take better decisions. If I hope I answered that question as well. Any more comments?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All the questions are complete, sir. On behalf of the PG and Research Department of Commerce and the Miles Education, I thank you for being with us today, sir. Our Philip sir is a good friend of mine, and my personal thanks to you, boy, for being with us today, sir. In spite of your busy schedule and on being a weekend, your insights on AI has created an awareness in the minds of our students to take up that career in analytics and AI. My thanks goes to our revered secretary, Shri Ashok Kumar Mundraji, and our beloved principal, Captain Dr. Santosh Babu, for giving us this wonderful opportunity to conduct this program. My special mention about our head of the department, who has always been with us in all our activities. My special thanks to Michael Wagner for partnering with us for this particular program and giving us a wonderful resource person. Thank you so much. And last, all my faculty members of the department and my dear students, a special mention about Roshan Kumar for coordinating with us today. Thank you all. Thank you for being with us. The feedback link will be posted in the chat box. It will be open only for 10 minutes. Thank you all. Thank you. Meet you again in our program.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, all the very best. Thanks, bye.